right? So, after discussing the kind of daily life scenario about the security, that how security should have been implemented, and like we discussed the two-factor security, yeah, it is
Yeah.
a kind of peace of mind that if that without authorizing by yourself via your device, like a mobile device, which is in your hand, and it has got a kind of uh, password, a very secure password, like a 4-digit password, yeah, and obviously no one can crack that password, yeah. So you are at somehow at peace of mind that unintentionally or unintentionally you would be hacked at any point. However, the bankings, they are secure, and there are more things like a security questions that you can only answer even if your password was changed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let us go through these topics now. The aims and objectives are same, yeah. So standards, what are the standards? Standards are basically the international standards, make things work. They give world-class specification of products, services, and systems to ensure quality, safety, and efficiency. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they are instrumental in facilitating international trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the example is the ISO. Yeah, has published 22,764 international standards, yeah, for the organizations, and related documents covering almost every industry from technology to food safety to agriculture and healthcare. So ISO international standards impact everyone everywhere. Yeah, I believe you must have heard about the ISO.
Yes, I have. Yeah. Yeah, like it says in there's an awful lot of them.
Sorry.
There are, like it says on the slide, there's quite a lot of them. There's so many different ones.
Yeah, so many different ones. And have you ever dealt with ISO?
No, I haven't. But I think in the future we might have to implement some sort of ISO model for our IT systems. I can see it coming, but at the moment it's not required.
Okay, that's good. As long as your company, your organization, yeah, and the product of your organization, or product or a service, yeah, in an organization is ISO certified, this kind of the to say that your organization is a ISO certified. However, in our daily life, we use lots of things ISO certified. Do you agree?
Okay. Yeah, without realizing it, yeah.
Yeah. So, like ISO, we are using lots of things. For example, wireless signals. Yeah. We say
Yeah.
whatever the wireless signals, we are getting in our homes, they are not harmful. They are ISO certified.
Hmm.
Yeah. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the IT standards, yeah, so we are more concerned about the IT or the technology, like there exist lots of other ISO, standards as well, isn't it?
Yeah, there's loads of them.
So the IT standards published on the IT governance.co.uk, you must have, used this website ever, or you might have heard about this. Have you?
I have heard of it, yeah.
Okay, so they have got lots of publications basically, and guidance and the notes and the books on this website. So normally they have got regarding the standards in the IT, they have ISO, the IEC,
Mm.
the International Electrotechnical Commission, the British Standards Institution. So what they include related with the IT standards, IT service management standards, information security standards, network security standards, risk management standards, business continuity and disaster recovery standards, environmental and energy management standards, quality management standards, software standards, corporate governance standards. Can you imagine how many of these standards in IT they have, created?
Yeah, there's probably even going to be more, isn't there, soon? With
Yes, more, but they are not less even. Yeah, how?
yeah,
Let us go to their, website. And unfortunately, it was not possible for me to put everything into the slides. Yeah, so
no,
I had to, refer this independently. Yeah. So IT
yeah,
governance standards. Let me add it here as well. Right. So every time you click on this, and it will take you to there. So uh, if you could have a look here, yeah, what they offer the stuff like IT service management standards, which is basically the ISO 2000 20,000, yeah, in the month of Jan and 2001. The first part was service management. Part one, service management system requirements. Yeah,
okay, yeah,
that was the first part one standard. Then guidance on application of service management systems, guidance on scope, definition, and applicability of ISO IEC. Yeah, and
okay,
process reference model. Right. So these ISO standards are related with the IT service management. Then, if we have a look on the further, uh, you know, information security standards, yeah, then this 2016 ISO with number 27,000, yeah, information technology, security techniques, information security management systems overview and vocabulary. So even if there is a vocabulary, if there are the terms, they are under the definition of a kind of standard. Make sense?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So furthermore, IT security management, code of practice for information security controls, and more has been given on the security basically.
yeah, okay,
Security, then network security standards. So how you would be, making the security overview of the concepts, guidelines for the design and implementation of network security, reference networking scenarios, and VPN and many more things. Like I, for example, gave an example that for in your networks, if you are using, the Wi-Fi, and the signals of the Wi-Fi should be kind of approved one, shouldn't be harmful. Yeah, they should be, the signal should be ISO certified, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then risk management system. Yeah, risk management standards like risk assessment techniques and principles and guidelines. And this may be, uh, a kind of non-IT, but definitely applies like management and communication, and you definitely need to manage the IT systems as well, isn't it?
yeah, definitely.
Then business continuity and disaster recovery standards. So if
Yeah,
you imagine, that if you say that your organization is as a kind of ISO certified, then you should be able to ask the question that all your services are at the standard of ISO. This is the first question. You would be able to say yes, we give the services as per ISO standard. Then, is your information system implemented according to ISO? Then you can say yes. Do you have security standards up to the level of ISO? You can say yes. For example, then, do you have a business continuity and disaster recovery standards at the level of ISO? Probably you would say no.
I don't think we do. Yeah, I'm not sure.
For example, your backup recovery, yeah, or the disaster recovery, yeah, or the business continuity and the disaster recovery, you might have some servers to keep the backup, but not necessary that you should be able to afford the ISO level, procedures.
Yeah, I think I know what it is now. Basically, we use a disaster recovery company called Kavenko.
Okay.
And they are ISO certified.
That's good.
So basically, what happens is our data, once a day, goes up to their servers in London.
Okay.
So if our building ever burns down, what happens is they restore the data in their data center, and we VPN in to that once a year. I test that. Okay, good. So the company that I work for, they don't have that ISO. It's the contractor that has it. Okay, so the contractor has the kind of ISO certified services for the business continuity and disaster recovery. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking on their website now, actually, and they are. Yeah. That's good. I mean to say that these standards can be. I mean, one organization cannot be fully ISO certified at all, but could be partially certified and need to make sure that different standards and disciplines are applied into different areas. That's what I want to say. Yeah, okay. So these standards have a different disciplines, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So each discipline has got its own accreditation and the certification. Yeah. And you need to be aware of these standards. Yeah. So business continuity, then software standards, software asset management, and then corporate governance. Corporate governance is also kind of the governance of IT for the organization, then security standards and some others. So a kind of few standards, but lots of variations and lots of value. Yeah, there's quite a lot on there, isn't there? Yeah. So I think we won't be able to go through each and every one, but if we look at the headers only, so the standards could have been splitted or classified into management, security, and recovery, environment, and let's say governance, isn't it? Yeah. So just to give you an idea with respect to this unit and the particular LO,
the IT standards, they come from, let's say, from the International Organization for Standardization, as well as IC, International Electrotechnical Commission, as well as British Standards Institution. Yeah, and there may be, a kind of local things. For example, if we live in another country in USA, so those standards would be applied, according to the region. So they can be, classified into some of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So furthermore, if anything needs to be, we need to go into the detail. Probably we need to go through the complete documents. Yeah, I'm not sure that they are, free to download, but some of the samples would definitely be, available. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So now let us move to the another topic. I think we have now uh, 25 minutes left, and let me see how many slides are there. Uh, 22 slides. So we'll be spending a kind of 1 minute on every slide. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So a skill is basically a specific explicit task that is somebody knows how to accomplish. So let me tell you in simple words. A skill is achieved by doing something repeatedly. Yeah. Let us look at the last two lines. Can you see my cursor? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not moving now.
Yeah. And the competence refers to the skill and the knowledge being more than just as the skill and the knowledge itself. It includes the ability and the behavior. So competence to look at in the engineering, someone who has the competence to look at an engineering drawing and understand and determine which parameters are necessary to be performed. Uh, Generally speaking, competence may be considered having a broader body of the knowledge and related skill sets than a skill.
Okay.
So if you have a skill, then you will only be limited. But if you have a competence, yeah, then you will have the, let's say, skill as well as knowledge about the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Like for example, if you did a kind of diploma, yeah, then it means you did a kind of skill. But if you did a PhD into it, yeah, or you did a kind of, a philosophy, you try to understand the philosophy behind it, yeah, then, you would be better. Like, if there is an operator, if you are, teaching them to operate at particular operations, and they any machine, for example, then they will be able to, just the skill holders. But if it comes to, the a machine needs to be reconfigured, if it is not working, yeah, then the person will come, will fix it, as well as, can reconfigure it, and as well as to operate, skillfully. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these two topics, ask you that you should have some skills as well, competencies in the field of IT as well, so that you should prove yourself a professional IT person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now question arises that what kind of, the skills you should have. Yeah. So there are two type of the skills. Yeah. Being an IT professional, or a kind of, if you want to work in a, the industry or organization. So one are the soft and hard skills. Have you heard about them?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. So the soft skills are the general skills which everyone should have from the common sense. Yeah. For example, and hybrid skills. Yeah. The hybrid skills, they are, the general as well as the combination of technical as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the hybrid skill, you must have, the technical knowledge as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I mispronounced the hard skill, but the hybrid one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So imagine we assume that the knowledge or the skill or the competencies that you have, yeah, really depends on the field you have. For example, yeah, the general things are to be advised, like
Yeah.
soft skills, the non-technical skills are to be advised generally. However, if you are an IT person, if you have any specialized field, then you cannot be, easily advised any skills, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us discuss some, the uh, soft skills.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let me see how many of them are there. Yes, soft skills. So soft skills, number one is the communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. IT systems are only relevant in a business context. Yeah, so IT professionals need the ability to communicate well with people at all levels in an organization, from help desk assistants and PC end users to company directors. Yeah, so it is important to be able to listen and understand as well as explain technology at an appropriate level for the audience. In client focused roles, IT professionals must also communicate clearly with clients to understand and define system requirements. Yeah. I'm sorry, that without reading these important points, we cannot discuss a topic in
Yeah. I
detail.
understand.
Yeah.
Yes. Fine.
Yeah, overall the communication is like someone needs to be very good at communicating, like somebody should be able to listen to someone very carefully, and when he or she speaks, then others should be able to listen to him, uh, very carefully, as well as if he easily and friendly, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
The bullet points. So demonstrate that your graduate communication skills by uh, keeping verbal and written communication clear. So whenever you talk, your verbally and written communication should be very much clear,
Yeah.
precise and confident, showing you understand your audience and can tailor your communication to them, showing you can listen to and consider the views of others, thinking before you speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's basically the communication. I think that's very self-explanatory. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Planning planning and organization, you know uh, skills. So you should be able to demonstrate that, uh, showing that you can put structure to a task or project. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to do anything, you should be able to structure it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't be doing, you should not do without any structure or organization, highlighting how you scope out an activity and allocate time to individual tasks, showing how you anticipate challenges and issues that could arise and plan contingencies. Yeah, like miscellaneous things and happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should be able to drive motivation and enthusiasm. So you need to demonstrate the motivation and enthusiasm by showing you have the determination to achieve an end result. So you are determined, you want to do it at any cost. That's your determination.
Yeah.
Demonstrate that you can keep your optimism and enthusiasm even when things get tough. Yeah. So you never give up, showing that you can bounce back from setbacks. Knowing that makes yourself tick, and what types of tasks and activity you most enjoy doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So self-motivation, drive, enthusiasm are most important. That's a skill. Problem solving. Yeah. You need to be able to demonstrate the problem solving skills by displaying that you can take a logical and analytical approach to problem solving, showing that you can view problems from a number of angles. Yeah. Demonstrate that you can anticipate potential pitfalls and act to prevent them happening. So logical and analytical is basically that you should have some reasoning behind it. Yeah. That what is the problem, what is the reason behind the problem, and the way you would solve it, and the reason why you want to solve it, and why you want to take the solution in this way.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, if I ask you that there is a virus, yeah, and if you take it, how you would solve it? I would format the windows. Is that the good option? Yeah.
No.
No, because we don't know the answer, that what is the problem, and we don't have an alternative. That's why you say we can't do anything. But if we knew that that virus is a kind of known virus, yeah, and we should be able to know that this virus can be removed from that particular utility tool, and once you would run this utility tool, yeah, then this virus can definitely be removed, as well as this utility tool would protect you for future problems as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's basically the logical and analytical approach that you need to solve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then teamwork, obviously showing that you can build and maintain a positive working relationships, demonstrating how you share information with others, support others, and show respect for the alternative views. Yeah. And showing how you have contributed to keeping projects on track and to achieve a final goal, work sensitively and cooperatively with others. Yeah. Showing how you have considered and identified what motivates others and how you have led by example. So teamwork is also a kind of the skill that you should have.
Yeah. Definitely.
Most of the time, many workers, yeah, they do not easily mix up with the team. They feel shy. They feel kind of, insulted if somebody wants to, you know, give them some task. If they don't like, they get annoyed. Yeah. Then they don't try to get mixed up with a part of team.
Yeah.
Right. So team building is a necessary thing uh, in order to work in an organization, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
However, you can, be an independent at the lunchtime. You'd never share with your food with anyone else, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
never share tea and any food or snacks, yeah. But
Yeah.
that's not compulsory, yeah. So, however, the rest of the activities you need to be participating, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Resourcefulness, yeah. So you should be able to share and make aware of the all resources and to be useful by anyone except your lunchbox.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And even that shouldn't be the case. For example, if you have got some papers left, and if you are trying to hide, no, I'm not going to give it to someone else, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are your printer ink? Oh, have you got some printer ink? No, I haven't got anything, something like that. So you should be voluntarily resourcefulness.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So not only in the form of the equipments, but you should be able to know about the resources and utilize those resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, like find a technology, software, and products that enhance your own productivity and productivity of the others. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only the equipment, but the softwares, any techniques, yeah, which are useful for you. Yeah. So you should know how to use available resources well tend to shine in their jobs. So if you know how to use, let's say any new printer or any new machine, so you would shine yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
IT workers who are consistently interested in seeking out new resources often have an edge. Resourcefulness is especially handy for those with less technology experience, like career changers. You don't have to always have the answer, you just need to know how to find it. Very good point.
Yeah.
That passion, I believe would have been, resolved by too few people.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of, do you own something? If you would own any problem, any concern, then you always try to know that how to do it, how to find the solution. It's always not necessary that you should have always the solution in hand,
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
but that's the main point. Yeah. Then
Yeah.
adaptability, where you need it, things don't always go as planned, and instead of digging in your heels, you need to be able to pivot and find alternative solutions. Successful leaders are the ones who know how to be flexible when problems arise. Yeah. Why
Yeah.
employers look for it? The speed of change in any given workplace is so rapid. So consequently, employers need workers who can adapt to industry shifts and keep the company current. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like adaptability and how to gain it, push yourself to an early adapter of change. For example, adapting a technology without mourning what used to be true yesterday is crucial for people to be seen as someone who is capable of meeting new challenges.
Yeah.
Like, if the company was using a manual system and the, new information system came in, yeah, instead of saying, give me a week, let me understand first, then I should be able to continue my work, blah, blah, blah. No, okay. New system, okay, install it. I will use it now. Yeah. And if I will have any problem, then I would let you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
even if it is a challenge, yeah, if you need to spend more energy, more time, yeah, then you do it. You adapt it. Never, try to avoid it or make an excuse, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
That would make you a kind of an adapting person.
Yeah.
Uh, literally these capabilities and the skills we are talking about should have, everyone should have, yeah, at the workplace. But obviously and unfortunately, at some point you are a human, and when you become tired, then you make some excuses, isn't it?
Yeah. You do. Yeah. Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah. But as long as someone is energetic, could sleep well, didn't have any problem of the case or the wife, obviously, they make a reason to get these adaptability and the efficiency on the next day, little bit affected, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a kind of natural things, but obviously the skill development and the career development and interest, they are always needs to be shined and polished, on regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the key points that needs to be revised. Yeah. So next. You should be you should have critical observation. Why you need it? Data doesn't uh, mean much if you don't know how to interpret it. Is there a pattern emerging? What else should you be looking for? Being a critical observer can help make you better worker all around. So whatever is in front of you, for example, new thing is in front of you, then it doesn't mean it won't tell you each and everything that what it is. For example, for
Yeah.
example, a new system is in front of you. A new system won't be talking itself, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you critically observe that how it behaves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for example, if there is a new dog in your house, the dog is dog. Yeah. But whether the dog is, kind of gentle, or it is, angry, you really need to observe it, isn't it?
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah.
So you need to be a critical observer.
Yeah.
So companies need critical thinkers, people who bring a fresh perspective and offer intuitive, spontaneous solutions and ideas to help the company get a leg up on the competition or improve internal processes. So how to gain it? There are certain points to be a critical observer. You need to be able to analyze information and put it to use. And one tactic is to try to identify patterns of behavior at work. Yeah. So like if you are looking at critically everything with a concern, then you should be able to understand what is the behavior, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of anything. So next, conflict resolution. So for example, if somebody they are fighting on, let's say, a cup of tea, yeah, or
Yeah.
maybe someone went into the kitchen and other person is saying, oh no, I came first, I just put the glass of water and I wanted to make a tea first, and then you should play a role, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
And somebody wanted an easy shift, and any other person needed you know got a difficult shift, and there can be conflict, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Anytime you put more than one person into an organization, there is going to be conflict. It's a human nature. Therefore, being able to resolve issues with co-workers will help you maintain relationship with peers and work more effectively. Yeah. So
Yeah.
why employers want it? Being able to constructively work through disagreements. So even if there is disagreement, yeah, with people, and a sure indicator of maturity. You need to show a sure indicator of maturity. You need to be a mature. You don't need to act like a fool, isn't it? You don't
Yeah.
act like an non-professional. Yeah, you try
Yeah.
to be a kind of leader. Yeah, so someone like this helps to promote a healthy collaborative workplace. Yeah,
Always. Yeah.
yeah. So how to gain this? Best way to resolve disagreements between co-workers is to address issues directly but delicately. Yeah. And obviously listen to everyone and then try to give some solution instead of giving the judgment straight away, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then leadership qualities. Yeah.
Yeah.
So leadership qualities, like if somebody says that who wants to go on the holidays, yeah, you come in front first. You want to become a leader of the holidays, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So not in this way, but leadership is really, you own something.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
You try to own something, you try to lead it, as well as you try to have a patience and enthusiasm to not only to learn by self, but be able to teach to others as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically the quality of a leader, that they work for self as well as they are happy to help others as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having a confidence and a clear vision can help influence your co-workers and get them on a board with your ideas now and in future. That's the main point. So leader is always works for self as well as puts the others on the right track for future, current, for now and future. That's basically is a kind of a leader. Maybe in an organization or maybe in a politics or any world level, isn't it? That's a true definition of a leader.
Yeah.
If there is a true leader, then the leader would put the co-workers and everyone who works with on the right track with boldly. Yeah. Displaying such a leadership skills helps you gain visibility within an organization.
Yeah.
Like there are lots of unions in the organization, isn't it?
Yeah.
Union leader and blah blah blah, which can lead to more opportunities for promotions or salary bumps as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why employers want it? Because bosses and the managers are always looking for employees with the leadership potential, because those workers will one day be taking over the reins. Yeah. Pedals and wheels of the company and the building on the company's legacy. Yeah. So something has to be changed at some point, and someone has to leave and someone has to take over. Yeah. So how? That's the companies, they always look at the leadership qualities.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you would try to exhibit, yeah, uh, to expose your qualities as a leadership, trying to help others, then for example, you can randomly be selected for the, let's say, manager and the executive manager. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe what do you call the position above the manager? What's the next position above you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So the next one up is head of.
Head of department, for example.
Yeah, but the thing is, for me to be a head of, I need to have a degree.
Okay.
So, hence why I'm doing this course. So, when I do level 6,
Yeah.
If I finish level 6, I will be able to then go to head of.
That's good. But for example, if you have got a degree at level 6 and 2-3 more people, yeah, they have also got a degrees. Yeah. That's not only the degrees, but the qualities of the leadership would make you distinct for the opportunity. Make sense?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Opportunities for the promotion or salary bumps. It's not only the degree. There's a minimum requirement for to become a head. Yeah. But in order to pick up, in order to get scrutinized, you should have also the leadership qualities as well, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So keep in mind, for example, that there are no, the next level is the head of department, and for example, temporary the head of department goes away, and there are only, let's say, at your level managers 4 or 5. If you would have shown your capabilities at the level of leadership, then you will have more chances, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Good. So that's the reason we are talking about it. And the next one is the creativity. You should be able to create. You should know the work ethics, and the manners and these things, to be useful. So these are the resources, plus the resources related with today's topics. Yeah. So ethical, and this unit named the ethical, legal, regulations, and the standards is finished today.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we covered and reviewed and studied lots of things into this unit.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Like from the regulations and the difference between the ethics and the regulations, and the law, and then we discussed about in the LO2, that was about, one second, The last time, yeah, we discussed legislation and law, and today we discuss, the IT standards. And in the first LO, it was related with, issues, that what issues can happen in the, IT. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So I hope you should have enjoyed, and feel free to ask any questions if you still have any problem while you are, reviewing this unit, studying on your own. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
thank you very much, and I see you next week on Thursday again. Yeah.
No. I think it's Tuesday. I've gone back to Tuesday.
So you want to come back to Tuesday. So okay then.
Yeah. Yeah. It was only for this week that I wanted to do Thursday. I'll go back